All right, so we're gonna do number 1 together. So it says a coin was tossed in a spinner with 3 equal sections. Number 1, 2, and 3 was spun. The results are shown in the table. What is the experimental probability that the next toss and spin will result in a 3 and tails? So I'm gonna write first, probability of 3 and tails. Okay, that's what you wanna write first. So probability of 3 and tails. Then you wanna write your fraction, part over total. So let's first find our total. So I'm going to add this way first because it's 2 at a time. So I would add 53 plus 65. 3 plus 5 is 8. 6 plus 5 plus 1 is 12. So 128. Then I would add 71 plus 49. 1 plus 9 is 10. 7 plus 1 is 8. Plus 4 is 12, so 120. Then I'm going to add 62 plus 54. 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 plus 5 is 11, so 116. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add all 3 of these together. So 116 plus 120 gets me 236 plus 128. And that gets me 364. Okay, so let's make sure that those were right. 116 plus 120 gets me 236, plus 128 gets me 364. So 364 is my total, that's my bottom number. Now what I'm looking for is my part, which is in the parentheses, 3 and tails. So I put my finger on 3, my finger on tails, meet in the middle, and I get 62. Perfect. So now I'm going to divide 62 divided by 2. Always look at the numbers in the ones place, and that gets me 31 divided by 2 goes into 3 one time with 1 remaining. So I go off to the side, and I just divide by 2. 2 goes into 3 one time. 2 goes into 16 8 times. Bring down the 4. 2 goes into 4 2 times. So 182. But because 31 is prime, we know that's it. Okay, so that's the one we did together. Now what's going to happen is there's going to be another we're going to do another video, but there's going to be questions in between. So you're going to have to answer those questions and see if you get the right answer before you move on to number 3 and to number 4. All right, so here we go. Number 2, it says a reception recording. Actually, we've done number 2 before. So you're going to do number 2 right now by yourself. Try it out. And then I'm going to do number 3 and ask those questions. Okay, so number 3, it says, sandwich shop customers can choose the bread and meat they want. The table shows the sandwiches that were sold on a given day. What is the experimental probability that the next sandwich sold will be tuna on wheat bread? So I'm going to write probability of tuna and wheat equals part over total. Now listen, if you know how to do this and you do not want to listen to me, that's perfectly fine. Totally go on your own. You can stop in your pod, stop it, see what you get, and then check at the end. That's totally fine. I would suggest that. You're going to have to answer the questions, but totally do it on your own. Go for it, see if you can do it, and then check at the end. Okay. So I have my part over my total. So I'm going to find my total first. So I'm going to add these, the ham, turkey, and tuna together. So I have 22 plus 24. That gets me 46. And then I have 21 plus 22. And that gets me 43. Then I have 25 plus 23. And that gets me 48. So 22 plus 24 is 46. 21 plus 22 is 43. 25 plus 23 is 48. Then I'm going to add all those totals together. So I add them. plus 4 is 8. Let's make sure I've added everything correctly. So good. So then I have 89 plus 48. I'm just adding all these totals together. So 137 is my total amount of people that chose customers. Okay, well now all I have to do is find tuna and wheat. So I put my finger on tuna, I put my finger on wheat, and I go on to 23. So 23 is my part. Okay, 23 is prime, so I can't divide anything, so that's your answer. 23 out of 137. So hopefully you got that. Okay, here's the next one. A store sells a coat in 3 sizes, small, medium, and large. The coat comes in red, navy, and tan. Sale numbers are shown in the table. What is the experimental probability that the next coat sold is not a large navy? Okay, so this one's a little tricky because it's asking large, not a large navy. So you still write your statement. Equals your part over your total. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to add all the numbers up. Now you can add all 3 up, all medium, all large all together. 3 numbers at a time if you're comfortable with that. That's up to you. I'm going to do that right now just so it's going to be faster. So I have 18 plus 21. Actually, I like to do 2 numbers at a time because my math sometimes can be off. So 39. So I'm done with those 2. Okay, plus 19, which is 58. Okay, so then 58 plus 24 is 82. Plus 22, 104. 104, and I'm just adding them all together. And I'm done with the 20, so I'm going to go to the 19. 4 plus 9. And that gives me 143. So I'm at the 25. $168. And I get 190. Okay. I bet it's, let me see. 18 plus 21 is 39. Plus 19 is 58. 58 plus 24 is 82. 82 plus 22 is 104. 104 plus 20 is 124. 124 plus 19, 143. 143 plus, it's 168. 168 plus 22 is 190. That's right. Okay, so that's my total number of people. So then my next step is to find my part. Well, my part is not a large navy. So it is literally everything but large navy, 20 things. So what I have to do is the easier part to find everything else is to subtract 190 minus 20, everything that's a large navy, and I get 170. All right, so that is my part. 170 are not a large navy. And how I found that was my total of large navy, but I don't want that one. So because I had to add all those up, that would have taken even longer. Easy way to do it, 190 minus 20. Okay, cross out the zeros. Your answer is 17 out of 19. All right. Hopefully you got those 2. You can do it. All right, what you're going to do now is you're going to look throughout the Nearpod, and if you're done, you can work on your homework until I say my next instructions. All right, thanks.